I want to tell you something that took me 40 years to learn. And by the time I learned it, it was too late for me. I worked every single day of my life. Never called in sick. Never took a vacation longer than 3 days. I provided for my family. I paid my bills. I did everything a man is supposed to do. And the month after I retired, I had to call my daughter and ask her for $200 to buy groceries. That was the most shameful moment of my life. Don't let it happen to you. My name is Robert. I am 72 years old. I live in Dayton, Ohio, same town I was born in. For 40 years, I worked as a floor supervisor at a manufacturing plant. I was good at my job. My bosses respected me. My coworkers liked me. I got raises. I got promotions. From the outside, my life looked pretty good. Nice house, 2 cars in the driveway. My kids went to decent schools. We had food on the table every night. But here is what nobody knew, including me, for a very long time. I had no idea what I was doing with money. None. I thought working hard was enough. I thought if I just kept showing up, everything would work out in the end. I was wrong. And I am sitting here today, not to complain, but to make sure that you, whoever is watching this, do not make the same mistakes I made, because you still have time. I don't. Mistake number 1. I spent everything I earned. Every single month. When I got my paycheck, it was gone within 2 weeks. Groceries, bills, car payment, eating out, new shoes for the kids, and whatever was left, I spent on something I didn't need. I told myself, next month I'll save. Next month became next year. Next year became next decade. And before I knew it, 40 years had passed, and I had saved almost nothing. If you are spending your entire paycheck every month, you are making the biggest financial mistake of your life. Right now. Today. Mistake number 2. I used credit cards like they were free money. I had 3 credit cards in my 40s. I thought I was managing them. I was not. I was paying minimum balance every month, which means I was paying mostly interest and barely touching the real amount I owed. I paid thousands and thousands of dollars in interest over the years. Money that could have been invested. Money that could have been saved. Gone to the bank. Credit cards are not your friend. They are the most expensive loan you will ever take, and they make it feel like shopping. Mistake number 3. I never invested. Not once. I had a savings account. I thought that was enough. I thought putting money in the bank was smart. Nobody ever told me about compound interest. Nobody explained to me that if I had invested just $200 a month starting at age 25, by the time I was 65, I would have had over $500,000. $500,000. From $200 a month. I never did it. Because nobody told me. And I never asked. Please. Learn about investing. Learn about your 401k. Learn about index funds. You do not need to be rich to invest. You just need to start early. Mistake number 4. I bought things to look successful instead of actually becoming successful. New car every 4 years. Big television. Name brand clothes. Nice furniture. I wanted my neighbors to think I was doing well. I wanted my family to be proud. I wanted to look like a man who had it together. But it was all a show. Behind that show was a man with no savings, no investments, and no plan. Looking rich and being financially secure are 2 completely different things. I chose looking rich, and I paid for it every day of my retirement. I want to tell you about the day I retired. My coworkers threw me a little party. Cake, balloons, a card that everybody signed. My supervisor shook my hand and said, "Robert, you gave this company everything you had." I drove home that evening feeling proud. 40 years. Done. I made it. That feeling lasted about 3 weeks. Then the first month of retirement hit me like a truck. No paycheck coming in. My Social Security was less than I expected. My savings, the little I had, started disappearing faster than I could believe. By the end of that first month, I had $220 left in my account. Rent was due in 4 days. I needed groceries. My electricity bill was sitting on the kitchen table unopened because I was too scared to look at it. I sat at that kitchen table for a long time. Then I picked up the phone and called my daughter, Sarah. She was at work. She answered right away because I never called during work hours. She asked, "Dad, is everything okay?" I could not speak for a moment. I said, "Sarah, I hate to ask you this. I need $200, just until I figure things out." There was silence on the other end. Then she said, "Dad, of course. I'll send it right now. Are you okay?" I said yes. But I was not okay. I went to the bathroom and I cried. A 72-year-old man, crying, in his bathroom, because he worked 40 years and could not afford groceries. That was the moment I realized I had failed myself. Not my family, not my job, myself. And I promised that day, if I ever got the chance to talk to young people, I would tell them the truth. The whole truth. No pride, no ego, just the truth. So here I am. Now let me tell you what I wish I had done. What you can still do. Because you have something I no longer have. Time. Number 1. Save before you spend, not after. The moment your paycheck arrives, move 20% into a separate account immediately. Do not think about it. Do not wait. Do it automatically if you can. Most people save what is left after spending. That is why most people save nothing. Flip it. Save first. Spend what is left. Even if it is $50 a month when you are starting out. It builds a habit, and that habit will save your life one day. Number 2. Learn about your 401k today, not tomorrow. Today. If your employer offers a 401k, especially with matching, and you are not using it, you are leaving free money on the table every single month. I did not understand my 401k until I was 55 years old. By then, 30 years of compound growth were already gone. Sit down this week, call your HR department. Ask them to explain your 401k. Ask about the match. Then put in at least enough to get the full match. That is free money. Take it. Number 3. Invest early. Start small. But start. You do not need a lot of money to start investing. You need time, and you have it right now. Open a Roth IRA. Put $50 in it, then $100. Learn about index funds. They are simple, low cost, and historically, they grow. The earlier you start, the less you actually have to put in, because time does the heavy lifting for you. That is the magic of compound interest. Use it. Number 4. Live below your means. Always. Drive a car you can afford. Not a car that impresses people who do not pay your bills. Buy a house when you are truly ready. Not because your friends are buying houses. Spend money on experiences and security, not on image and appearances. The most financially secure people I have ever met, you would never know they had money. They drove simple cars. They wore simple clothes, but they slept well at night. That peace of mind, I never had it. I want that for you. I am not telling you this because I want your sympathy. I am telling you this because I was you once. Young, strong, full of energy, and completely sure that everything would work out just fine. It does not work out on its own. You have to build it. Deliberately. Carefully. Starting today. You have something sitting in your hands right now that is worth more than any amount of money. And that is time. Young time. Healthy time. Time where every dollar you save, and Invest will multiply beyond what you can imagine right now. Do not waste it the way I did. Work hard, yes, but also work smart. Save, invest, live below your means, and never, never let your image cost you your future. I wish someone had sat me down at 25 and said exactly what I just said to you. Consider this that moment. Don't wait. Wake up before it's too late.